Hi everyone, myself Sai Kumar. I am pursuing second year BTech program from Vasudeva Venkatadri Institute of Technology in ECE department. My registration number is 19BQ180475. Now I am here to explain some of the seminar topics. First I will deal with the subject DCLD. In DCLD, I want to deal with the K-maps. The full form of K-maps is Carnot maps. Carnot maps was developed in the year 1953. In the Carnot maps, in the Carnot maps, the pictorial notation is represented in the form of square boxes. Each square box represents one minterm. Carnot map is based on either SOP or POS. SOP or POS. If it is an variable K-map, there are two power n cells. If it is a two variable K-map, 2 power 2 cells. 3 variable K-map, 2 cube cells. 4 variable K-map, 2 power 4 cells, and so on. First, I want to deal with the 2 variable K-map. In the 2 variable K-map, there are the 4 cells. That is, if n is equal to 2, there are 2 power n cells. That is equal to 2 power 2 is equal to 4 cells. Here in pictorial notation, it is represented as follows. There are two inputs, A and B. Here A complement is equal to 0, A is equal to 1, B complement is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. In the truth table form, it can be represented as A, B, F. A equal to 0, B is equal to 0, M0 is equal to 0, 0, A0, B1, M1 is equal to 0, 1, A1, B0, M2 is equal to 1, 0, A1, B1, M3 is equal to 1, 1. So this can be represented as M1, M0, M1, M2 and M3. Next, I want to deal with the 3 variable K-map. 3 variable K-map. In the 3 variable K-map, there are 8 cells, that is n equal to 3. There are 2 power n cells, that is equal to 2 cube is equal to 8 cells. Here in the pictorial notation, it can be represented as follows. There are 3 inputs, A, B, C, and the cells are represented as M0 to M7. This is represented as M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, and M7. A complement equal to 0, A equal to 1. Here it is taken as B complement, C complement, B complement C, BC, BC complement. Here A equal to 0, B is A complement equal to 0, A is equal to 1. Here B complement, C complement 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. It can be represented M0 to M7 cells. Now I want to deal with the 4 variable K-map. Here n is equal to 4. That means there are 2 power n cells is equal to 2 power 4 cells is equal to 16 cells. In the pictorial notation, it can be represented as follows. In the pictorial notation, it can be represented as follows. It has 4 inputs A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Here it is represented as A complement, B complement, A complement, B, AB, AB complement, C complement, D complement, C complement, D, CD, CD complement. Here it is represented as M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, and M7, M8, M9, M10, and M11, M12, M13, M14, and M15. Suppose the function given f of ABC is equal to sigma m of 0, 4, 8, and 12. It can be minimized as follows using the Carnot map. Here sigma m of 0, 4, 8, 12. In the place of sigma m 0, 4, 8, 12, we have to replace it by 1s. So here these 4 elements can be taken as common, and the common letter is C complement, D complement. So minimized function is f of ABC is equal to C complement, D complement. Now I want to deal with another subject. Now I want to deal with another subject, Python programming. In Python programming, I want to deal with the inheritance. First, let me tell what is meant by the inheritance. The process of creating new classes. The process of creating new classes using existing classes. Is known as the inheritance. The new classes are also known as the derived class or child class. Here the existing class is also known as the parent class. For example, let us consider a general example, a bank account. An account is a class. An account is a type of parent class. Loan account, current account, savings account are the types of the new classes, that is derived classes or the child classes. Now I want to deal with the types of inheritance. Types of inheritance. First one, single inheritance. Let us consider a single example. Let us consider an example for the single inheritance. I am defining class A. I am defining a function def method 1 of self, print method 1, again def method 2 of self, print method 2. I am defining another class which is inherited from the class A, class B of A, def method 3 of self, print method 3, again def method 4 of self, print method 4. Now I want to print the statements. B is equal to B of B dot method 1 of B dot method 2 of B dot method 3 of B dot method 4 of. So it is an example of a single inheritance. Here the class B is a child class and class C is a parent class. Here the B is inherited from the class A. This is known as a single inheritance. Next, I want to deal with the multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Here class A is defined def method 1 of self, print method 1, def method 2 of self, print method 2, def class B of. Now I want to define class B of A, def method 3 of self, print method 3, def method 4 of self, print method 4. Now I want to define another class C of B, def method 5 of self, print method 5. Now I want to print all these statements. C is equal to C of C dot method 1, C dot method 2, C dot method 3, C dot method 4, C dot method 5, C dot method 6. Now the B is the child class of A and C is the child class of B. In the pictorial notation it can be represented as C is inherited from B, A is inherited from A. This is what by multi-level inheritance. Now I want to deal with the multiple inheritance. Now I want to consider the class A, def method 1 of self, print method 1, def method 2 of self, print method 2, class, I want to consider class B. Now I want to consider class C of A comma B. And now I want to print the statement C dot method 1, C dot method 2, C dot method 3, C dot method 4. This is an example of multiple inheritance. In the pictorial notation, it can be seen as C is inherited from A comma B. This is an example of multiple inheritance. Next, hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. Now, class A is defined, def method 1 of self, print method 1, def method 2 of self, print method 2. Class B is defined, def method 3 of self, print method 3, def method 4 of self, print method 4. Now, I want to declare the class C of A comma B, def method 5 of self, print method 5. Class D of C, def method 6 of self, print method 6. Here the class B is inherited from class A. Class C is inherited from A comma B. Class D is inherited from class C. In pictorial notation, it can be represented as B is inherited from C, C is inherited from A comma B. These are the types of inheritance. Now I want to deal with the subject electronic devices and circuits. In electronic devices and circuits, I want to discuss about the characteristics of rectifiers. Characteristics of rectifiers. First, coming to the half-wave rectifier. In a half-wave rectifier, there are only the positive half cycles, there are no negative half cycles. In the half-wave rectifier, the first characteristic is average value. First, let us consider V in is equal to Vm into sin of omega t. V in is equal to Vm into sin of omega t. For the half-wave rectifier, the graph will be in the following way: 0, pi, 2 pi, V0, 3 pi. Here we can define the time period so that from 0 to 2 pi it is repeating, 2 pi to 4 pi it is repeating, hence the time period t is equal to 2 pi, and from 0 less than omega t less than 2 pi, V0 is equal to V in from 0 to less than omega pi less than omega t less than 2 pi, V0 is equal to 0. The expression for the average value can be defined as VDC is equal to 1 by t into integral 0 to t V0 of d omega t. Here t is 2 pi, 1 by 2 pi into integral 0 to 2 pi V0 of d omega t, 1 by 2 pi into 0 to pi Vn of d omega t plus 1 by 2 pi into pi by 2 pi. From pi to 2 pi, V0 is equal to 0, and this will be cancelled. 1 by 2 pi into Vn, 0 to pi Vm sin omega t of dt, Vm by 2 pi into minus cos of omega t by omega t from 0 to pi, Vm by 2 pi into 2 pi into minus cos pi plus cos equal to 2 into Vm by 2 pi is equal to Pm by pi. Next I want to discuss about the full wave rectifier. For full wave rectifier, the graph will be like this. There are both positive and negative half cycles. For 0 less than time period can be defined as t is equal to pi. For 0 to pi, V0 is equal to Vn. There is no discussion of pi to 2 pi. This VDC is equal to 1 by t into integral 0 to t V0 of d omega t. Here VDC is equal to 1 by pi into integral 0 to pi V in of d omega t 1 by pi into integral 0 to pi Vm sin omega t of d omega t Vm by pi into minus cos omega t from 0 to pi Vm by pi into, by evaluating this we get to is equal to 2 Vm by pi. Now I want to discuss efficiency. Efficiency can be defined as ratio of eta is equal to ratio of PDC by power in the DC by power in the AC. Power in is equal to V square DC by V square RMS is equal to I square DC by I square is equal to I square DC by I square RMS. For the half wave rectifier, eta is equal to I square V square DC by V square RMS V square DC Vm by pi whole square by Vm by 2 whole square is equal to 4 by pi square. It approximately equal to 40%. For full wave rectifier, eta is equal to V square DC by V square RMS. Here the VDC is 2 Vm by pi whole square by Vm by root 2 whole square is equal to 8 by pi square. It approximately equal to 80%. Thank you very much.